Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. Please be sure to subscribe so that you never miss any of my uploads. And if you're not new, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about how I lost 10 pounds in 4 weeks. I actually lost a little bit over 10 pounds, but for the sake of the video, I'm just gonna say I lost 10 pounds and I'm gonna share with you guys kind of like what I did and what has worked for me and how I've been able to keep it off. First and foremost, if you have not already, like I said, be sure to subscribe. Also be sure to follow me on Instagram because a lot of like the food I'm eating, the exercising that I'm doing, I share on my Instagram, especially in my stories. So if you're not, be sure to follow me on Instagram so that you don't miss any of the day-to-day things that I'm doing, that I'm sharing. So I gained about 10 pounds, I would say, basically from just poor eating habits, not exercising a lot. I enjoy being active and exercising and eating clean, but when I fall off, I fall all the way off. So it was, I had gained this weight and it had been on for months and months and months. And, I just wasn't the most comfortable and I wanted to feel better. So the biggest reason why I wanted to, no pun intended, the biggest reason why I wanted to, get in better shape and eat more clean is because I wasn't feeling my best. So I know our diet really impacts our moods, the way that we feel, our hormones, so many things of that nature, and just overall our life experience, how we feel on a day-to-day basis. So I wanted to just feel better, like mentally, physically, all of that stuff. And then also when I ate poorly, I felt guilty. I felt bad. I felt like, okay, I can do better than this. I just felt like I was really missing the mark. So I find a lot more joy and peace in eating healthier. I feel like I'm making a better choice for myself and I don't have to deal with that guilt. So that's a huge reason why I wanted to just get off the weight that I gained and start pursuing a healthier lifestyle. Also, on Instagram, I post a lot of photos, outfit photos, full body photos, and people kept asking if I was pregnant. And you know what? Like, no, I'm not pregnant. I was not pregnant. Did I have a little bit of a stomach going on? Sure. Yeah, maybe so. Maybe I did eat a little bit too much for a few months. But you know what? I feel like it's not cool to ask somebody if you're pregnant. First of all, you never know what somebody is going through. You never know if they are like having difficulty conceiving or what their situation is. So for like matters of somebody's fertility is off topic. I feel like you just shouldn't ask people that question. So that was a little aggravating. I think I'm looking good, post a photo and, hey, you pregnant? Nope. Next day, I know you're pregnant. It's like, I'm still not pregnant, okay? So I promise y'all, if I was pregnant, I would announce it. And I would not tell y'all in the comments, like, hey guys, just letting you know I'm pregnant. No, I would announce it and I'm not. But I wanted to mention that because just a mental note, like you shouldn't ask somebody if they're pregnant. It's just not tactful. But anyways, I'm gonna get right into the tips. So the first thing that I did is I worked on changing my habits. In my opinion, the things that you do the most often are what really moves the needle in your life. So it could be something as small as a daily trip to Dunkin' Donuts to get a medium iced coffee. That's something that I would do very frequently. And it was taking a toll on my digestion as well. Just drinking coffee on an empty stomach is not good for you. And my stomach, my whole body was just not feeling good. I felt like my stomach was inflamed. I was also really bloated a lot of the time. And since I've made these changes, I promise you I've not been bloated. I don't have any like digestive issues, but the biggest thing is like changing your habits. So the things that you do the most often are going to impact you the most over time. So for me, I worked in a lot of things into my lifestyle that were more consistent and I saw a greater change. A huge part of that is portions. So decreasing my portion size. So my husband, he used to be a football player. When he was in college, he has the perpetuancy to eat a lot. Getting with him, I felt like I started to eat way more. So I have to take a step back and say, Leah, how much do you need? You're not a grown man. How much do you really need? So decreasing my portion sizes was major. Like, I didn't need to eat as much as I was eating. So really trying to figure out how much do I need, and in turn, listening to my body. Like, so I work a 9 to 5. So my lunches are typically out of the house. My breakfast is typically out of the house because I have to get to work early. So I don't eat until I get to work. So meal prepping is so important because I can make my food myself. I can count how many calories is in it just to have an idea. I don't count calories every single day, all the time. But initially when I started eating healthier, I typically would eat the same things every day or something similar. So if I look up the calories and the nutrition of what I'm eating, I at least can understand. And they say that you should be, you know, under 2,000 calories a day if you're trying to lose weight, whatever. I just like to know how many I'm eating roughly so that I'm not just like completely unaware of what I have going on. So for me, meal prepping has been huge because I'm not just going through a drive-through and just taking a gamble to see what am I going to be getting today and not accounting for it. I can train my body to be okay with eating the same amount of food every day so that my appetite can be controlled. So that's huge for me. Recently, I've been making these egg muffin things, and I'll insert a picture here of kind of what they look like. And I've been eating those for breakfast, and they're extremely filling. And, you know, I like that for breakfast. For lunch, one of my favorite go-to meals is a taco bowl. I make that myself. And then I have healthy snacks. So rice cakes with peanut butter, banana, that's a good snack. I have my own granola bar recipe that I can link below. That is a good healthy snack. You can also eat fruits, vegetables, and it's just really being mindful and having a plan when it comes to what you're going to be eating. Because when you don't have a plan, who knows what's going to happen? So it's important to have a plan and know what you're doing. I'm almost done with this drink, but I've been able to lose 10 pounds in 4 weeks while still drinking Starbucks. I know, it's crazy, right? But it's important to have balance. So Starbucks is one of the things that I enjoy doing periodically throughout the week. And I think it's important to see what works for you and how your body reacts and how your body responds. So to me, I really enjoy getting a matcha from Starbucks sometimes. So what's really cool is you can go on the Starbucks website or on the app, and I'll put pictures up here, but you can go onto their website and you can play around with the nutrition and curate your drink, and you can know how many calories is going to be in it, how much sugar is going to be in it. So because I did that, one of the easiest switches I made was I switched from doing soy milk primarily to always doing almond milk, and it made a huge difference. So I'll put a photo up right here of what the calories and the sugar content is doing the soy grande versus doing the almond. And as you can see, it's not the hugest difference in the world, but it does make a difference. And I can be more mindful and I'm making better choices because doing almond milk is better than doing the soy milk, and it still tastes good as well. So you just have to kind of like figure out what works for you and not deprive yourself, but also be real. So when you look up the nutrition facts for food, you can really be real with yourself and know, dang, that's a lot of calories. Maybe I will cut back in another area to compensate for having this drink. You know, it's all about making things work for you. So working out regularly is also very, very important. In the past though, when I would be trying to lose weight or, you know, have a healthier lifestyle, I would overexert myself. So I would feel like I had to work out 6 days, 7 days a week, running, just really higher intensity workouts. But that's just hasn't been the case for me. So I don't work out that many times a week. I probably work out at the gym maybe 3 to 4 times a week, but then I also try to supplement other days, maybe like going for a walk or just going to Target and walking around for 30 minutes. That does count as physical activity, just so you know, just getting out and getting moving. So what has helped me is finding out what works best for me and what I like, because what I like is what I'm going to keep doing. So for example, I used to always try and force myself to go to the gym after work. Obviously I'm tired. Like I said, I have an hour commute to work, an hour commute from work, and I'm there for 40 hours a week. So I thought going after work would be the best option. What I have found that works for me is going during my lunch break. So going to the gym, and for me specifically, is very close to my job, and just being on the elliptical for 30 minutes or just walking on incline for 30 minutes, because I'm able to do that consistently. I'm not running, I'm not really overexerting myself, but I'm being active and I'm doing what works for me. And I enjoy going and maybe watching a video on YouTube or listening to a podcast and just kind of disconnecting a little bit and knowing that I'm doing something good for my body. Then after work, I can just go home. So if you don't have a gym near where you work or you don't have access to it, maybe you can just go for a walk. Like I used to go to Whole Foods and just walk around and I just need to get out and move my legs. So if you do have a sedentary job, it's important to try to find a way to get active to some degree during your day. Or if it works for you, you can work out after work or before work. But for me, during my lunch break has been like the sweet spot. And you know, I've learned I don't have to be doing the most to see the result. I just have to be consistent. And sometimes I do decide to eat out. I wanted to note this. Sometimes I do decide to eat out, but I'm very cognizant. So if I am, let's say I'm going out for a burger, I'm gonna make sure to eat very healthily at the beginning part of the day and after the burger, and that has worked for me. So let's say it's a Saturday and I do want to go eat out, I just have to be mindful of what else I'm eating that day. So that has helped me to have balance and being very thoughtful and just knowing what works for me. I also do weigh myself daily every morning. I know that's not for everybody, but that's what I've been doing. And it helps me to be accountable and it helps me to see what's working and what's not. If I was not weighing myself, I would not know that the Starbucks was working and it was okay. But yeah, weighing every single day is not gonna be for everybody, but that works for me because I'm able to be accountable and know where I'm at and how certain meals impact my weight the next day. And it helps me to gauge what's going on. So that helps me to know, that's helped me to keep the weight off because I've lost the 10 pounds, but I've also been able to keep it off because I'm staying on track. If I do go off the track too far, the scale will let me know and it's my nudge to get right back on track. So weighing myself frequently is huge because I don't have any big surprises that come out of nowhere because I have an understanding of where I am. The major takeaways are find a way to be active daily that's not too much, or a couple times a week that's not too much, something that you can actually work into your schedule and enjoy doing. Like figure out what that is for you. Consider decreasing your portion sizes and really asking yourself, do I need this much food? You know, that's major. You also want to make sure that you are making a lot of your meals at home. So if you do have to go to work, try and prepare a lot of the food you're eating at home. It's really the only way you're going to know what's in the food, and you can curate it to your body. I don't do a whole lot of dairy, so I'm able to make sure that I'm not getting a lot of dairy so that my stomach doesn't get irritated with me. Lastly, you just have to be easy on yourself. It's a process. And when we start talking about lifestyle changes, it's not going to happen overnight. For me, I was able to drop the weight in a month because I was very consistent with what I was doing, and the little things I was doing, like a trip to Starbucks, it was calculated and I knew what was going on. So yeah, that's what I've been able to do. That's what's been helpful to me. And if people still want to get on my Instagram and ask me if I'm pregnant, then I just don't know what to tell them. I'm not, okay? If I still look pregnant at this point, then I'm sorry. That's just how I'm gonna look, okay? So anyways, I hope that y'all enjoyed this video and that you got something from it. This is what has worked for me, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and comment down below one thing you do to help yourself stay in shape, because I'm always here for a recommendation or a suggestion. As always, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.